Hey everyone, for today's video I'll be talking about Valentine's Miranda and whether or not you should summon for her. Maintenance should be going up today at around 10 p.m. Eastern time, after which she'll come at around 3 a.m. the following day. But to go into her kit, she's a light human and her slots are 6-star physical, 5-star magic, and 4-star defense or support. The slots are fairly okay, especially the defense slot when she's going to be used in sustain, and while her LB7 support slot could be solid, I definitely wouldn't say it's worth going after. For her skill, she heals all allies HP by 1000, and for 6 seconds she gets 7 arts a second, which is type EX1. It has a 12-second CT as well. It's a fairly interesting skill, around 3.5 arts a second for her with an alright heal. Definitely really nice art gen wise. For her art, it does 20,000 light damage physical. For 60 seconds, she reduces the enemy's status resist by 30%. For a general status resist debuff, 30% isn't too bad, especially since it lasts for an entire minute, and stacking with other specific status resist debuffs will allow this to be fairly effective. For her true arts, it does 66,666 damage. It has a 100% chance to poison, and for 25 seconds, allies get 100% defense ignore. It's quite an interesting attack. The basically guaranteed poison is nice, as is the AoE defense ignore, and paired with her art, that poison is going to be easily proccable. The AoE defense ignore is also great for teams that either can't crit on a stage or where it's hard to do that. It doesn't say the duration of the poison, but I'd imagine it has to be fairly long, which should make her solid on stages that need poison. For her super arts, it does 144,444 damage, and for 20 seconds she reduces the enemy's physical resist by 80%, and if the enemy is poisoned it becomes 160% instead. It's a pretty strong debuff. The potential for a poison team with her is definitely really nice. It's not as high of a debuff as some other units, but it is still really strong, and as of now I don't know if it stacks with Yuzuria's super art, but if it does that would be huge for nuking. Moving on to her passive, she gets 120% damage against poisoned enemies. She has 70% disease resist and 10% healing up. The most impressive passive is the damage to poison units by far. It's quite a high damage buff, although that's only the damage that she's giving herself, so unless she's constantly poisoning, she won't really hit too hard, but with how her kit is built, that shouldn't really be an issue. And although it's unfortunate that she doesn't provide too much to the team besides AoE defense ignore, she's really going to shine on teams that need consistent poison, as her basically guaranteed poison is quite easy to get off, and she has a physical resist debuff that gets stronger while someone's poisoned, so other units, including herself, can do more damage. I don't think she's particularly worth going after or chasing by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't even blame you if you don't want to do your single 50 either, as the rest of the banner is fairly unimpressive, and even if you do pull her, I can't imagine you'd be using her that often. She's basically gonna need to be carried, as her only passive art gen is on skill, and for what she does, it won't really be worth it 9 times out of 10 unless it's on a poison stage. And if what you need is a unit that's great on stages needing poison, then you're going to want to wait to save for Evil Pola, as she not only lowers poison resist and has a guaranteed poison, but she provides damage resist to the team, art gen, and physical damage. So as you can see, a lot more team oriented than Miranda and much more consistent at poisoning. And for anyone that doesn't know, while Miranda's banner does have a pity, the Queen's banner also happens to have one for some reason. Not to say that you should pity on either of them, but this does mean that we finally get to see Juno having a pity for the first time ever, which it's been like 3 or 4 years since her release, funnily enough. Hazuki or Light Sistina are also both solid pickups from that banner, but I suspect that the reason they're bringing a pity to this banner is that they're trying to bait anyone that might be saving up for Stargaliza. As of now, she's roughly 3 to 4 weeks away, so for anyone saving, be sure to hold out. Only summon if you either need Hazuki or Light Sistina, and to be honest, I wouldn't hold it against you if you skip Miranda's banner, as neither her nor the banner units are particularly impressive, but at the most, I'd suggest a single 50 on her banner, but please do not chase her. The only reason I can see you chasing her is if you like her art or her as a unit, which by the way, she should be getting a unique art that you can buy, so that is cool for anyone that wants it. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are about Valentine's Miranda or the Queen's banner down below. I think both of these banners feel like bait, so I won't really be going too crazy on either one, but if you did enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you liked or subbed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.